Hey everybody, Athena here. What's happening? So it's so weird streaming so early after last time. I feel like it's like I stream once and then it's like months before I stream again. But I'm on vacation from work, so I kind of just have like a lot of free time right now. So I'm like, why not? And holy shit, one second. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Sorry, that like completely threw my train of thought off. Hold on. Let me make sure Twitch chat's working. Okay, it is. Cool. Fuck, where was I going with that? The new Hildibrand quest came out, which is how you get your relic weapon. So, I've literally only done the Realm Reborn ones. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try. I probably won't get through like Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and then whatever, all in this stream. But I would like to at least finish Heavensward. Maybe. That would be nice. I hope it doesn't take me that long. But I know that it's a lot. But, yeah, let's just get into it. Alright. Hello, Cinnamon. How you doing? Alright, so, I am probably going to go through this as Machinist, just because I really like this glam that you get from doing the variant dungeon, and I think Machinist kind of fits with it. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay. And I believe Nasu, is that how you say it? Nashu? I don't know. But I believe this is how you start the Heavensward ones. As you catch sight of Nasu, you cannot help but wonder if you're about to have a bad time. Well, I'll be. Cinnamon Stick, in the flesh. A pleasure to see you again. Wait, is this what they call serendipity? It is, isn't it? That settles it. You got to help me find the inspector. Core, I was hoping you would silently agree. So, I've been trying to calculate the trajectory of the inspector. The trajectory the inspector took when he was catapulted into the sky again. I've triple checked my figures and concluded he must have landed somewhere here in Ishgard. Yeah, I think the last thing that happened was he found sword or something, and then he picks it up and then gets fucking rocketed into the air. I think that's the last thing that happened. I literally only did the Hildibrand quest because in order to do it's like another quest line which gives you the spectacles emote. I literally only did the first set of Hildibrand quests just to get to that quest line. That was such a long day. That took me forever. But yeah. Unfortunately, the investigation hasn't been proceeding as smoothly as I had hoped. But now that you're here, we're sure to make some progress. Come, let's speak with the merchants and see if anyone hasn't had dealings with the gentlemanly Highlander. Hold on. A gentlemanly Highlander, you say? My apologies, but I cannot say I have had dealings with the man as you describe. Good evening to you, madam. Oh, you are looking for someone? A gentlemanly Highlander? I know not this man of whom you speak, But Mayhap Mistress, Alaise? That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Alaise. I'm not sure. She is well acquainted with a lot of merchants and noblemen. I've sold my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, but I'd not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. As ever, a warm welcome to you, miss. How may I be of service? Gentlemanly Highlander, you say? Now that I think of it, I have heard tell of a foreigner who may be the man whom you seek. Begging your pardons, miss, but did you say you know Inspector Hildibrand? An acquaintance of yours, I presume? I do not know his name, only that he is here by invitation of Lord Edmont, or so it is rumored. Surely as a word of House Fortin, it would be a trifling matter to go and ask after him at the manor. Core, I knew it was serendipity. To Fortin's manor. Once again, like alongside like MSQ, like Cinnamon just like doesn't know any of these people, so that thought is really funny to me. Like, Athena was the one who did the first chunk of Hildibrand quests, so... I want to scratch my head and the fucking model freaked the fuck out. Well met, Mr. Stick. Do you require assistance? Aye. It is as you say. At this time, Lord Edmund is entertaining a foreign guest. Huzzah! We found the inspector. If I am not mistaken, their meeting should be ending shortly. If you like, you may retire to the gazebo and wait for our guest to depart. A gazebo? Aren't those dangerous? And again, you seem a responsible sort. Not like to let a wild gazebo run amok. Very well. We'll humbly accept your offer. And if it wakes up, I'll have you there to protect me. What? That must be Inspector Hildibrand. I cannot well imagine how arduous your journey must have been. Truth be told, I found the brisk Corthan air to be rather invigorating. It stimulates body and mind both. A welcome benefit when one must discuss matters of commerce. I dare say we would not have accomplished so much otherwise. There you are, Inspector. I've been looking all over for you. I say, Godbert. I say, who do I see before me? Not one, but two of my beloved son's faithful companions. So weird seeing him wear clothes. Lord Godbert. But I thought... Hildy? In Ishgard? This is the first I've heard of it. Aha! I found you at last, heretic. Yes, you, the hulking brute with a mad gleam in his eye. Your brazen heresy is plain for all to see. Surrender yourself to the Inquisition at once. I beg your pardon? This man is an Oldon merchant, here at the behest of House Fortin. Such baseless accusations will not be tolerated. A guest of House Fortin's? Then he couldn't possibly. Though there were 2 wards but they were acquitted of all charges in a trial by combat. And if he demands the right to, then I would personally have to... Oh dear. Let me stop. 1,000 apologies, good sir. I spoke out of turn. I am Seer? I'm gonna say Seer. And as you may have guessed, I am an Inquisitor, Christ, who has been charged with investigating reports of rather suspicious, possibly heretical individual. Ho ho ho! A heretic, you say? One who bears a passing resemblance to me? Aye, a man rather muscular, wearing dark garments and acquitting himself in a somewhat gentlemanly fashion, as some might say. This heretic sounds like the spitting image of Inspector Hildibrand. Could he be a fan? Say again, you are acquainted with such a man? I see. And the man you are looking for is Lord Godbert's son? It would seem that our investigations may be connected. So I put to you a proposal. The first report of sighting of the heretic I am tracking came from Falcon's Nest. Mayhap we should journey there together? It is, after all, possible that we are seeking the same self-individual. If so, and if he is innocent, it would be for the best if you were present when I apprehended him. That we might resolve this matter without incident. I say we go with him, Cinnamon. This looks to be our best lead yet. And I shall accompany you all. It has been far too long since I laid eyes on my beloved son. If there is a chance we might be reunited, I should be glad to seize it. Then it is settled. We shall leave for Falcon's Nest at once. Ugh. I don't really have anything to say. Nothing's really happened yet, but yeah. I think I skipped a lot of the cutscenes from the ARR Hildibrand quests, but like I watched some of the cutscenes, and from what I remember watching, it was pretty funny. I have to make sure to keep drinking water because I'm going to be talking a lot. That's the like worst part about doing like any side content is that there's almost never any voice acting, so you just got to read it all. Mr. Stick, are these your traveling companions? The mysterious muscular vagabond. Ah, yes. A patrol cited him lurking near the dust vigil. Thinking he might be a lost traveler, they called out to him, but rather than approach, he fled. Quite frankly, I am surprised you bothered to come all this way. That sighting barely warranted a mention in my report. Aha! The unmistakable scent of heresy. Ah, tell her to be sorry. Terribly sorry. Old habit I picked up from my mentor. I know. I will not rush to judgment as before. Still, much as I hope you find your missing inspector, I must confess some small desire that we instead unearth a lingering pocket of heresy. Of late, there have been virtually no confirmed instances of heretical misdeeds. It's gotten so bad that some are speculating our funding may be reduced, or worse, the Inquisition's operations might come under review. That is why, Halone, as my witness, I will find and bring a heretic to justice, and prove that our order still has value in these uncertain times. Did she fall asleep? Yes. I understand you have your oh, she just woke up. I understand you have your reasons, but whether or not this vagabond was a heretic remains to be seen. Still, if you are set upon your course, you might begin your search near the Dust Vigil. An excellent suggestion, Sir Redwald. Should we succeed in our endeavor, rest assured that you will share in the glory. And now Godbird's not wearing a coat. The hunt continues. Onward to the Dust Vigil. I am told that region is especially cold, so do not forget to dress appropriately for the weather. Bitch, I got a coat on. I'm good. Alright, I feel like with this, the car makes the most sense. Does she drive one-handed? Yeah, she does. You know, I understand why the regalia, like, looks this way when it's flying. But I kind of wish it was just, you know, kind of just a car, but a flying car. Not whatever this bullshit is under it. Did this collaboration come out, like, when it, or I guess when it came out, was the flying car in 15? I know the car can fly now, but I know it wasn't there at launch. But I don't remember. Okay, one second. I probably should have tested this, but I just want to hear how I sound versus the game audio, so just give me 1 second. Wait, hold on. I gotta fucking talk again because I wasn't caught up. Or I was too caught up. So I'm gonna keep talking for a second, and then I'm gonna mute myself. Talking. Okay, I can probably turn music up a little bit. Okay. Fury take me. It's freezing. Bah. This is a waste of time. No living thing could survive in this godforsaken wasteland. Over there. Look. Someone's coming from the vigil. Inspector. Inspector, is that you? Like, I was hoping it'd be one of the zombies. And it was. As I live and breathe, of all places to be reunited with Master Zombie Brand's compatriots. How fare you all this fine evening? Hark! A heretic raised from the dead by his brother's unholy magics. Ha ha ha! He's not a heretic. He's one of the gentle dead men. Or dead men. What brings you so far from Uldog, good sir? Well, as you know, ours is a rather lonely existence, so when we heard rumors of an abandoned fortress held by zombies, we were delighted. I was chosen to serve as emissary and set out immediately. Alas, it seems my efforts were for naught. Ah, truly? Every last one? Dead? Just to say, irrevocably dead? If it was necessary, then so be it. Still, after coming all this way, it is more than a little disappointing, you understand. Then, my calculations were wrong? The Spectre didn't land in Kaorthas? Now, do not fret so. If it is our overlord you seek, then you are in luck. As the founder of the Gentle Dead Men, our fates and our ether are what the fuck does that say? Inextricably entwined. In fact, I can feel it calling to me not right now. I can feel it calling to me now. Truly good sir, you can guide us to Inspector Hildibrand? As surely as my rotting nose can lead me to fresh brains. Follow me, my friends. One must remain vigilant for heresy, for it can manifest in myriad ways. 'Tis a vile, insidious sickness which must needs be burned out ere the infection takes hold. Surely zombification would qualify, yes? Confound it! They've left us behind! Okay, that's one quest down. I am going to look up exactly how many I have to do for all of them. Because it doesn't really make much sense me just doing them. I mean, like, obviously I have to do them anyway, but I just kind of want to know what I'm getting myself into. I probably should have looked it up before I decided to do this stream. Hildibrand quests. Okay, so the original was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. The ARR ones were like 21 quests, but the Heavensward ones is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only 8 quests. Okay, so it is a lot less. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, maybe they'll just be long rather than a lot of quests. Which, can I get a time frame? Like, can I? How long are the? Okay, well, this is just for Stormblood ones, I think. I don't think I'm going to get an answer. I don't think I'm going to get, like, an exact answer. Which is unfortunate, but at least I know. least I know. Oh, wait, hold on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 7 quests left. Okay. For Heavensward. Who do they think they are? Commandeering this investigation and employing a zombie as a bloodhound? It beggars belief. We must regain control of the situation. With me, Cinnamon. Like, part of me, like, just, like, doesn't want to do this. But, like, I know it'll be funny. And I know if I do it off stream, I'm gonna, like, be more, inclined to, like, skip cutscenes. And I really don't want to do that. I want to, like, read it. And I want to, like, you know, I want to enjoy it. Like, 21 quests for the first one. Like, that was not happening. On top of doing another quest line just to get one emote, it was rough. But hopefully this is not as long. Hold a moment, my friends. I must needs concentrate. Master Zombiebrand is indeed nearby, but there is also something else. Hold on, I gotta adjust my chair. They have a powerful magic, confounding my senses. I can guide you no further. We must need split up and search the area. Now see here. These wastes are infested with wild beasts, and you would have us split up? Cinnamon can handle herself, true, but you clearly know reason to fear death. But what of Mistress Nasu? Ah, I take your meaning. My good zombie. Cinnamon, pray see to the lady's protection. Inquisitor Seer, would you care to take the lead? Come on, you two. The inspector is out there somewhere. Oh, me, the Hildibrand. Are the Heavensward ones where you get, like, the other emotes? Or is it, like, you get one from here, and then you get one from Stormblood, and then you get one from Battlebringers? Or... I'll find out eventually. Look, Cinnamon, that's gotta be the inspector. And he's surrounded by giant, fluffy, man-shaped gazebos? Nay, my lady, they are not mere gazebos. Note their regal bearing. They are gentlemen gazebos. Fearsome yet... what the fuck is that word? Fastistish? Hold on. Google Translate, help me out here. Because, like, when words stop me, I'm like, I have to know how to say it. Google. I am stupid.
Fastidious.
Fastidious?
Fastidious. Fastidious.
Fastidious. Okay. I've never heard that word before. Fastidious foes who would surely tear me rotting limb from limb. Only Cinnamon can save Master Zombiebrand now. Got RP walk over there and then shoot them with my gun. Rest in peace. Inspector, Inspector, can you hear me? We've been looking all over for you. Oh, but this just won't do. We've got to get you out of there before you catch cold. I think that'll be a good thumbnail for the stream, probably. That's pretty fucking good also. Hold on. Up, up and at 'em. Everyone is waiting for you. Forgive me if I pull any harder. My arms would like to tear. Ah, there you are. We heard shouting. Have you perchance found something? Fury, take me. Is that my heretic? Confound it. I wanted him alive. Inspector Hildibrand is definitely not a heretic, and he's probably not dead either. He's just hibernating, like last time. Hildy ever was a late riser. You're not. My wife and I had our ways of waking him. Give him another giant swing, or a German suplex. I didn't get to read that. Right this instant. He's alive. Like, it's so stupid, but God, is it funny? Was it the Manderville meteor strike or the Manderville meteor drive? Bah. Maybe Jolyon was right. Trying to name everything only leads to needless confusion. One more time, then. Out you go! Vivi? Splendidly suplex, Lord Godbert. Are we just not going to talk about that? Where am I? The snowy wastelands of Corthus? And who are these people I see before me? Ah, but of course. Who else would venture into inhospitable climes and wake me from slumber sweet but my beloved fans? Yeah. Why do I feel as though I've stepped through a portal into an alternate reality unbound by the laws of logic? Because you have. What is that? A mammoth? Where did it come from? Oh, that. When my father drove me into the earth, I found it buried beneath the snow. Lullafellan girl. How adorable. Hold on, in case I didn't get a good screenshot. That might be it. I'm not sure. Nashu, please. Note the firm, muscular legs, not unlike my own. Just clearly a Lullafellan boy. Now that you mention it, I suppose his features are rather masculine. You two cannot possibly be serious. I am the very soul of seriousness, good sir, especially in matters of deduction. This is undoubtedly a young boy who, much like myself, fell into a deep slumber upon being buried beneath the snow. Now then, let us gently wake him and ascertain his identity. My eyes. There, that ought to do it. I'm not doing another robot voice. Fuck you. What is this place? Who am I? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why did he make that face? What the fuck? Why did I make that face? Hold on. Are you still making that face? No. Okay. I remember nothing. It would seem that although Father's ungentle administration served to restore this young boy to life, they also robbed him of his memory. How did I get here? Who am I? Why can I not remember? Do not worry, young man. Everything will be alright. Take it from me. I have lost my memory more times than I can even remember. Then can you help me to remember? Hearken to me now, for I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby swear to solve the mystery of the, amnesic hobbledehoy. Okay. The fuck's a hobbledehoy? Wonderful, wonderful. I'll get started on a batch of Nasu's, delights. Ah. Effective as your explosives were in the past, I suspect that young Gigi, or Gigi, not Gigi, Gigi, lacks the hardy constitution required to survive such an approach. Gigi? Is that my name? When you woke, you were muttering Gigi. I suspect that phrase may hold some significance for you, so until such time as we learned your real name, I say why not adopt it as a playful moniker? But that's just a sound all mammoths make. What kind of imbecile goes and names a mammoth Gigi anyway? Gigi. I like this name. Thank you, kind sir. But how will this new name help me to remember who I am? Patience, Gigi. This is only the beginning. Next we will return to the city and see if we cannot find any who know who you are. Come along. Gigi, Vivi, same difference. Now that I know our overlord is safe and sound, I too must take my leave of you and return to my brothers. I dare say rigor mortis will sit in if I remain here any longer. Gone for Danilin? Then allow me to accompany you. Julian will give me no end of trouble if I keep her waiting much longer. Though perhaps she will forgive me once I tell her of Hildy's return. How are you not wearing any shoes? This is rather a lot to digest, though you must have the look of one accustomed to such happenings. In any case, regardless of Mistress Nashu's, protestations, the inspector will not be granted access to the capital until we can confirm that he is not a heretic. You have my word that he will be treated fairly. I love that recurring gag, like, just throughout the entire story. Or at least, I remember happening in A Realm Reborn, where, like, you're walking away from something and someone's clearly staring at you. And somehow you can just tell. Your character can tell. I don't know how, but they can feel that they're being watched, and I find that really funny. Okay, that's 2 down. Fury take me, that man. Ah, Cinnamon. I suppose you have heard the news then. The Inspector Hildibrand was cleared of all suspicion and judged to be no more than an eccentric curiosity? If you were looking for him, good luck. I wanted to thank him for his cooperation, but as soon as the Temple Knights released him, he and his assistant ran off to God knows where with that mammoth in tow. As for my investigation, in spite of all the twists and turns, I managed to salvage a satisfactory result. As far as the Inquisition is concerned, the suspicious vagabond was not more than a zombie which wandered away from the Disc Vigil, sickness which has since been purged. So it would seem that all is right with the world once more. For now, I have no doubt the Inspector will turn up again, like a bad gill. And when he does, trouble is sure to follow. Yeah, these are back. Dun, 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 dun. See you, Inspector. The GG situation. Seer must once more enter into the world he does not quite understand. I pray this morn finds you well, Cinnamon, or at least better than it finds me. It seems I have no choice but to seek out that Inspector and convince him to surrender up his mammoth to me. 'Twas unearthed under most suspicious circumstances, after all, and who can say what secrets or heresy it might hold? Therefore, the Inquisition would conduct a thorough inspection, and if needs must, destroy it. Given his affinity for the contraption, I fear the Inspector may not be amendable to my request. Nevertheless, he must be made to see that it is in the interest of public safety. Would you be willing to help me persuade him? Dog, I'm like just here. I'd just be like showing up. Fury be praised, at least you have seen reason. Let us pray he will as well. I am given to understand that while the Inspector and his assistant have been wandering all over the city with the mammoth in tow, they quite often frequent the gazebo near Fort Tom's Manor. With any luck, they will be there now. Water, 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 water. Ah. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Wow, 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 wow. Bow, 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 bow. Excuse me, 1 second. Verily shall we scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the 7 hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, for the answer we seek. Every day shall be filled with grand adventures, the stuff of fairy tales and legends. Huzzah! A grand adventure in the deepest pit of the 7 hells. Just so. Such is the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Oh, he's doing the emote. Well posed, Eugene. Well posed. I dare say you have the potential to be an exemplary inspector someday. Right, that's enough of that. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine, I hereby command you to surrender that mammoth of suspected heretical origin into my custody. This is a long name. Why, hello there, Cinnamon. An Inquisitor Seer. Even the Jester, or ever the Jester, accusing poor Gigi of being a clockwork heretic when 'tis plain to see that he is merely a precious young lad, or precocious young lad. Oh, there you go again, confusing the poor girl. As if those big, beautiful, boxy eyes aren't the soul of femininity? Whatever. You get it. Nasu, please. Were you not witness to the magnificent display of Manderville masculinity mere moments ago? That's because you haven't taught her any better. She needs a proper role model to show her what's what. Only Makotes can do that. Mr. Stick? Inspector Seer? What is all this commotion? We can hear you from the courtyard. Edmont! Oh, Lord Edmont. My sincerest apologies for the disturbance. I am come to seize this mammoth on behalf of the Inquisition. A fact which I clearly explained to the Inspector before you arrived. At which point they said to bicker about the contraption's gender. What say you, my lord? Do you think Gigi a boy or a girl? It's clearly a strapping young lad, no? Fury take me, not you too. Has the whole world gone mad? Fine, fine. But even suppose that this Gigi is a real boy, you cannot deny that the circumstances of his discovery and miraculous resuscitation were most unusual. He cannot be suffered to roam the city with impunity until the Inquisition has determined he is not a threat. I beg your pardon. Miraculous resuscitation? Long story, Edmund. I see. Then until such time as Gigi recovers his memories, mayhap it would be best if you adopted him as a ward of House Manderville. I will even stand as witness here and now, if you wish. Why is she always asleep? Adopt? Then that would make me Gigi's father? Doubtless the Inquisition would think better of taking any action which might threaten the cordial relationship between our two houses. Yes, yes, of course, I'll do it. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do hereby grant this child the patronage of House Manderville. Papa Hildy! Papa Hildy! The Inspector's finally become a father. It's so beautiful! Quite. Now that you need no longer fear the Inquisition, you are free to show Gigi more of our fair city. Indeed, I strongly encourage you to do so. Mayhap, by the grace of the Fury, something will jog his memory. Thank you, Lord Edmund. I shall not forget this kindness. Come, my faithful assistant, my beloved son, we must away. This is certainly a story. Oh, Helone, I would not presume to question your grand design, but... Gah! Confound it all. Well, mayhap I cannot detain the mammoth, but I am still within my rest to observe the blasted thing. Yeah, I guess. Lord Godbert will be pleased to hear that his son is is as hale and healthy as ever. Not that I would ever presume to meddle on another father's behalf, and certainly not without consent. See ya, Edmund. It's always nice seeing you. Was it his Japanese voice actor that died? Not that long ago? I don't remember. I think it was either sometime a little bit before Endwalker came out or a little bit after it came out. But I think his voice actor died. Come now, Gigi. Surely gazing upon this wondrous work of Ishgardian architecture stirs something within your soul. This grand manor of House Duran Mel Tempstar... What? Sarte? house during Mel's Tim Sarte, whatever. Pray do not fill the boy, the mammoth's head with such nonsense. This is the this is the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory doctrine. I should know. I work there. Supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory. Anyway. Furthermore, I am quite certain that there is no house during Mel Temp Sarte. Sart? I don't know. I don't speak French. I don't fucking know. And that is rather a ludicrous portmanteau of the 4 high houses, included that esteemed house which but recently stood as witness to your adoption. Well, Gigi, do you remember anything? No, nothing. I say, rather than parading him before the grandiose, why not give him a taste of something more Prozac? Prosaic? 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 I don't know why I said Prozac. I don't know why I actually know. Whatever. Prosaic? Let's make our way to the holy stables that he might bask in the singular sights, sounds, and smells of Ishgard's famous chocobos. Where are we going now? Sky Steel Manufacturer. I get to say hi to my machinist friends again. No, I don't, apparently. Splendid specimens of horse bird flesh, would you not agree? In the hands of a skilled jockey, any one of them could take first place at the saucer. Those chocobos are the pride of the Ishgardian cavalry, and any temple knight who dared exploit them for personal gain would answer to the Fury herself. How about now, Gigi? Do you remember anything about Ishgard? Be sure to sniff the chocobos. It might help. Is my sniff being picked up on the mic? I think so. It didn't. You know, just because you found him in the Korth and Snowbreak, it doesn't mean he hails from Ishgard. Which is why we ought to try taking him to the markets and exposing him to all manners of goods from across Eorzea. Excellent suggestion, Inquisitor. Wait, am I now complicit in this farce? Fury, forgive me. You're here, you're stuck here with me. I'm just here with the bullshit and I'm just kind of watching it all happen. We don't really factor, like, aside from, like, combat, we don't really do anything. We just kind of, like, watch all the stuff happen. But I want one. I want one. Buy me a chocobo. Please, Father. Ugh. Father, that strange-looking thing is staring at us. Gigi. Or, I don't... Why did I do Gigi again? It's Gigi. 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 Am I that strange-looking? Old Crozier time. Bum bum bum. I didn't mean to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to GG, please. Why bother? It's no use. Now, GG. You must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and an eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, GG, spirits. Hold on. Tomorrow's gonna freak out for a second. I'm trying to find a comfortable way to sit in this chair. Hold on. Okay, give me a second. Alright, there we go. I think that's better. No, GG. You must not give in to despair so easily. Did I not promise you days? Oh, wait, I didn't click back into the game. Let me read this before I click back in, because I'll skip the line. Did I not promise you days filled with grand adventures and the eventual discovery of your mislaid memories? Spirits, GG. Spirits. Oh no. My word. A vase flung. Wait. I had to turn my headphones back on. A word. Or my word. A vase flung to the ground with reckless abandon. Could this be the opening salvo of the indiscriminate campaign of vandalism? One waged by your wild gesticulations, perhaps. At least look before you strike a pose. The gods only know how much that vase costs. Sorry, this dresser's right here where I am right now, and like I'm trying to like recline. And it's just like not happening. 123,504,000 gil at last assessment. It was over 700 years old and graced the homes of a dozen archbishops, 8 counts, 2 lord commanders, and 1 duke. 100 million gil. Oh, Helone, why have you forsaken me? You gonna repair it? Well, would you look at that? I need to move my keyboard closer now that I am reclined. It's a miracle. Nay, the divine intervention of the Fury herself. Did I do that? TJ, my boy, that was marvelous. You were a born artisan, just like father. Papa Hildy's papa? Your grandpapa Godbert, the man who woke you up with a few gentle taps to the noggin. You wouldn't believe what else he can do with a hammer of his. Why, some folks say he wields the very power of life and death. Or powers of life and death. Once he and the missus come back from their tour of the Western Highlands... Alright, I just need to, slow down. I'm sure they'd love to see that trick of yours. Do not demean this mammoth's power as a mere parlor trick. We just witnessed a miracle, and I demand that you all acknowledge it. This... mammoth? Sir, I say, sir, 100 million gil for the mammoth. Nay, 100 million gil and the Duke's priceless vase. My word, is this what passes for trade in Ishgard? Gigi is my flesh and blood. I will not sell him at any price. Please, Papa Hildy, no more. I know you mean well, but we can deny the truth no longer. I am a mammoth. Gigi, what has gotten into you? You are my son. You are a Manderville man. Listen to your papa, Gigi. You are a Manderville girl through and through. Stop it, both of you. You are not my papa or my mama. Well, it is only to be expected. Gigi is at a rebellious age. Strange as it may sound, I too tested my parents' patience, and that on more than one occasion. But if they could weather the storm, then so can I. I say we find out what got him thinking he's a mammoth. But he is a mammoth! How can you not... Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm gonna do this every time. Every time I complete one, I just want to, know how much I have left to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 left, okay. The course of fatherhood never did run smooth, but I, Hildibrand, guardian of Gigi, doting parent extraordinaire, shall find a way to overcome this trial and be reconciled with my beloved son. That's the spirit. Solving a simple case of childhood rebellion should be easy for a man who has unmasked thieves, defeated duelists, and led armies of the undead. Yes, that's all very... Wait, what was that about the undead? Actually, don't tell me. For now, all that matters is finding that mammoth. We should begin by speaking with the sentry stationed at the city gates and the airship landing. If Fury help us, he has left Ishgard, we need to know about it sooner rather than later. I will visit the Ark of the Worthy, while the inspector and his assistant head to the airship landing. You can question the guard at the gate near the factory. After which we will group there and share our findings. Dismissed. I think I will do all of the Heavensward ones, and then maybe do some roulettes. Probably not all of them, and then I'll probably call it. I think these, yeah, because the Stormblood ones seem to be longer. Might do that another day. Maybe, no, probably not tomorrow, but... because it's like 8 right now, and like obviously that's not like late for me, but like reading out Hildibrand is already a lot for me, so I need to like pace myself. As much as I would like to just power through all of it in one stream, which I theoretically could, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to force myself to stream for like 6 hours to catch up. I don't want to catch up that bad. I think a shorter stream is not that bad. Maybe do my trials and leveling or something. Sky Skill Manufactory. Excuse me. Little fellow with the wide-brimmed hat? Aye, he came through here. Brought passengers on a supply ship bound for Falcon's Nest. One of them was his name Lalafels, right? Funny little buggers. Seemed keen to be anywhere but here. Well, if Gigi left the city, it was not by the main gates. In the centuries of the airship landing, have seen no one matching his description. Falcon's Nest. Here, take me. Must we return to that freezing pit of despair? Wherever so Gigi goes, I will follow him and find him and embrace him as my son once more. However, I surmise our final destination lies far beyond the walls of said outpost. Indeed, there is but one reason he would return to those frozen wastes. To frolic in the snow and cast his worries to the wind. Really? He seemed in no mood to frolic when I last saw him, or when last I saw him. As I recall, he used his arcane powers to mend a vase, only to become morose and belligerent when it became clear to him that he was, in fact, a mammoth. One might even say he remembered what he was, remembered his purpose, and so he returned to Western Coerthas, that famous breeding ground for heresy, where first we found him. Home to his heretic masters, to share with them the intelligence he had gathered on the city. At long last, the undeniable, the unquestionable, the unmistakable scent of heresy. What are we standing around for? We have a heretic to catch. That dude needs, like, some coffee and a nap. Inspector, I'm starting to think the Inquisitor Seer might not think very highly of our little girl. It is possible, but I would not presume to know his feelings ere he voiced them explicitly. Until such time as he does, should endeavor to, surreptitiously bring him round to the opinion that Gigi is a boy of pure heart and good intent. Subtly in all things, Nasu, that is the Manderville way. Wait, can I just... Did this take me to... No. Aha! I knew it. The Mehmet immediately left the outpost to look and looks to have headed north along the river. By the Fury, I cannot wait to finally catch him in the company of heretics. I don't much like your tone, Inquisitor. If our baby girl ran afoul of any heretics, she'd look them square in the eye and tell them she doesn't want any. Hey, Inspector, I think I just had one of those moments, you know, of insight. Maybe Gigi came out here to look to find Lord Godbert. I did tell her grandpapa might like to see the trick of hers. Your introduction, Nashu. Or Naz who? Nas who? Whatever. He must be eager to meet his grandparents. The self-same ones he renounced when he declared you were not his father? Ha ha ha. What a fine young gentleman, eager to explore his heritage. Let's make haste, my friends, for a reunion of 3 generations of Mandervilles beckons. I really can't be bothered. But yet you continue to follow us. I'm so curious where this story goes. Like, I remember the first Hildibrand quest had like a couple of like trials. So like, where does it go? I did not mean to take that. That was an accident. Excuse me. The mimic lies motionless in the snow. Fragments of ice stuck to its cap, suggesting the impact of something small and round traveling at high speeds. He got hit with a snowball. Pow! Right in the kisser is what someone said in the background. Oh, it's Godbert, and I don't know who I'm assuming his wife, Julian. Ugh, my head. Who? Oh, it's you. You followed me. Oh, Gigi, if you wanted to have a snowball fight with your grandparents, you should have said so earlier. Papa Hildy was very worried, though he is glad to see that you are unharmed. It would seem he was struck by a snowball, much like these Steinbocks, these dead Steinbocks. Are you sure he isn't damaged? As if a mere blow to the head could fell our Gigi. You Manderville are made of sterner stuff. I myself have been driven headfirst into the earth on no fewer than 24 occasions, several times from moms above, and my mind is no less brilliant for the experience. I expect the earth was no less brilliant for the experience, either. Why are you nodding? Oh, he's behind me, isn't he? What good fortune to cross paths with you lot so far from civilization. Forgive me for not taking notice earlier. I was engrossed in my duel with Julian. But how rude of me. Would you care to join us? Grandpapa Godbert! Grandpapa Godbert! Mama Nasu says you wield the powers of life and death. I beg of you, Grandpapa Godbert, grant me life. Make me a real boy. You gonna pile drive him? Are you sure about this, son? It may sting a little. I will endure whatever I must to become a real boy. Is he actually going to do it? Square Enix. Why? Why am I seeing Godbert Dick right now? Why? 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 Then let us begin. Why is he naked now? His body. It's everything I ever wanted. It's perfect. Thank you, Grandpapa Godpert. Thank you. Oh, but I have not even begun to begin. Friar God, guide my hammer. Why did he LB the small child? Is he actually going to be a child with flesh? Oh, he's a Rogaiden now. Or just a large mammoth. Okay. Up Hildy, I am a Manderville man. Gigi, my son, come to your father. Let me have a look at you. Papa Hildy. Gigi. Is she crying? This is so stupid. Is he gonna suplex him? Oh, he's gonna make him lariat. Yeah! Lariat toe! He truly is a Manderville man. Now that brings back some memories. Papa Hildy! Oh dear, who could have done such a thing? Oh, the Fury! It's just like that vase all over again, miraculously restored to its original form. Is there a reason he turned back? Gigi, my boy, upon further consideration, I believe this body may suit you best. It is, how shall I put it, more manageable. And much more adorable. But how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth? Is that what's been troubling you all this time? Why didn't you say so? A Manderville is more than mere flesh and bone. He has vigor, compassion, honor. Gentleman for all seasons. Be you man or machine, it makes no difference. If they call you a mammoth, you look them in the eye and say, nay, I am a Manderville mammoth. Yeah. Yeah. Mother, father, forgive me for not consulting with you earlier, but circumstances forced my hand. I have formally adopted Gigi as my son and ward of House Manderville. Ye gods! I knew he was fond of the mammoth. Did you hear that, woman? Our son's gone and got himself a son. Grandpapa Godbert. Ah, and that makes sense now. Grandpapa Godbert and Grandmama Julian. I've been waiting years to hear those words. Grandpapa Godbert, Grandmama Julian. Few things in life are grander than becoming a grandparent, as they say. She's just not gonna talk this whole fucking quest line? Oh, wait, hold on a second. And what's so bloody grand about it? That was pretty funny. I'll not be made grandmother to a bloody bugger and mammoth. It's past time I be some sense into my beloved boy. Fury, take me. I heard the tales of dark nights before, but... No. No, it couldn't be. No, I think it was something far worse. Heretical. Like as not, but rules be damned. I'm not risking my life to find out. Dude is shaking. Gonna shit himself. That was a pretty damn good fucking cutscene. They're mad. Utterly mad. This whole damn lot of them. How their house could rise to such prominence, I will never understand. Well, at least the mammoth seems to have overcome its existential crisis. Before today, I didn't know what a mammoth could even... I didn't know a mammoth could even have an existential crisis. Wait, what am I saying? It's a mammoth. Why should I care what it claims to think or feel? Fury, take me. Their idiocy is infectious. I mustn't allow myself to fall prey to it. Follow procedure. Report to your superior. One step at a time. One step at a time. Bitches be standing and bitches be looking and bitches be leaving. Alright, back to Foundation we go. Right then, my superiors, having been informed of the mammoth's adoption by House Manderville, as witnessed by House Fortin, proceeds to take me to task for my gross mishandling of the situation. They remain convinced that the mammoth is a product of heretical is it machinations? What that word is? And have commended me to redouble my efforts to prove this incontrovertible fact. That may prove problematic, however, as Gigi seems to have forsaken his quest to recover his memories and thrown himself wholly into his new life as a Manderville mammoth, casting about for any hint of a case alongside his doubting father. In any event, though I do not share my superior's conviction, I think it's safe to say there was something exceedingly unusual about that mammoth. You saw with your own eyes how effortlessly it restored that vase in itself to its original form. Reconstructive magics are not particularly rare, but his are unlike any I have ever seen before. 4 left. Yeah. I like how it serves as credits for like the quest. That's cool. Alright, a gazebo to call our own. Tyr may be the only man who has yet to drink from the well of madness. That you stand here before me is proof that Helene smiles upon me this day. I have need of your assistance, Cinnamon, and before you think to run away screaming in terror, I pray you hear me out. It concerns the esteemed, and now missing and presumed dead, Knights of the Heavensward. None have returned to the capital since all the unpleasantness began, yet recently we have heard rumors of these honored sirs walking the streets. 'Tis hearsay most foul, I say, and I mean to get to the bottom of it. But we will need all the help we can get, which means, irritate me, we can benefit from a certain individual's serendipity. Besides, if we don't seek him out, he's like to show up at the worst possible time anyway. At least this way it'll be out on our terms, and we can keep an eye on that boy. Mammoth. Mammoth! Yes, right. Oh, you must be wondering why I asked you to come. Well, you and the inspector seem to enjoy a natural report, so... Pray, Salone. For a moment I was afraid you'd make me beg. This may well be my last chance to prove my worth to my superiors, and if I can't... Before Tom Manor. Before Tom? Is the S silent? I don't know. One second, I need to order food before places start to close. Is this a grilled cheese place? That looks delicious. One moment. Let me just put it on chatting while I do this. Wah 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 wah. I'm just gonna order a salad. That likely won't make me feel sick. Okay. Salad time, baby. Okay, cool. Okay. Excuse me. Because Gigi, such behavior is unbecoming a gentleman. But why, Papa Hildy? Why is it unbecoming a gentleman? Ah, Inquisitor Seer. Cinnamon. Good evening to you both. Are you come as adoring fans or on business? Business. Always business, you may rest assured. Then I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, aim at your service, or am at your service. Is it robbery? Murder? Tax evasion? Oh, is he say avoision? Avoision. Wait, before we get into that, what's going on here? Much as it pains me to admit it, my beloved Gigi, the apple of my eye, the fruit of my loins, attempted to deface this lovely gazebo. Naturally, as his father, it falls to me to see him return to the straight and narrow. That's not true. I was drawing a family crest for our home. Oh, Gigi, I know you are fond of this gazebo, as are we all, but it belongs to Lord Edmund. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmund, would you? I guess not. And where is our gazebo, Papa Hildy? And does it have a warm stove with a steaming kettle, too? Oh, Gigi, don't you see? We have no need of kettle or gazebos. As gentlemen inspectors, the world is our oyster. We can go whither we please, where the red fern grows or the wild rose blooms. And yet you've been sleeping in Lord Edmund's gazebo for how long? I don't care about wild roses. I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nasu. Hugh. Gazebos are quite expensive, and dangerous if not domesticated. Dangerous indeed, my boy. And besides, we are gentlemen inspectors free to travel the length and breadth of Eorzea in search of a case. Does that not sound more thrilling than whittling away the hours beneath the gazebo? I guess. If it's a case you want, you need not go so far. We are currently investigating reports of individuals masquerading as knights of the Heavensward. These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several hapless maidens into attending private parties for a small fee, with the promise of enjoying the company of these great sirs. Those who were foolish enough to attend found their experiences to be so traumatizing that they refused to discuss them in detail. Needless to say, your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated, and for it you shall receive due compensation. Say no more, Inquisitor, say no more. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, and well-versed in the ways of the fairer sex. Since when? Mummy, Mother dearest, I was under the impression you had departed for Ul'dah. And leave my beloved boy to keep on playing at being an inspector, as well as a father to a bloody mammoth? Bugger that. You are coming home right this instant. How can you say such things? It is my life's calling to be an inspector, and Gigi's my son. He is a Manderville man. Grand as it is to see you, you have come at a most inopportune time. The young women of Ishgard are in need of a champion to defend them from fiends most foul. Come, Nasu. Come, Gigi. We shall demonstrate to my mother our peerless investigative skills and bring these criminals to justice. I need them to give her... Like, I don't care if no one else has ever voiced. I need you to get them to give her a voice. I want to hear it. Balls, he's stubborn. Probably gets this from his sorry arse of a father. I trust you lot will help me keep him out of trouble. Right then. Come along. Well, that could have gone better. And worse. Let's not keep them waiting. I'm really glad I, like, made this, glam for this. I feel like it really fits. Please, do you think me so foolish to fall for their charade? From what I heard from the others, said knights bore not even the slightest resemblance to the Heavensward. As if I had not already memorized every detail of my dear Sir, Adafel's face? Or wherever could he be? I am truly outside her grace. My allowance, all gone to waste on those, I dare not say it. Mayhap those awful rumors are true. Mayhap I must needs accept that he now walks in Halone's halls. I demand satisfaction, swift and terrible vengeance. How dare they prey upon a lady's emotions to line their pockets with gil? If Sir Charibert was here, he'd purge the lot of them like the festering sickness they are. Ah yes, a pity T2 remains missing. So very much a pity. Papa Hildy, that grandmama over there is staring at us. Now, Gigi, the gentleman must be more careful with his words. First of all, you have only one grandmother. Second, and this is tremendously important, never ever call her that. At least, not yet. Promise? Yes, Father. I promise not to call Grandmama Julian. Greetings, my lady. Oh, ain't you a charmer? And then I was thinking I might have to rip your bloody head off if you said the G word one more time. Like that, Papa Hildy? Ah, my faithful assistants. Have you gleaned any new information? Dog, I'm just here. Other than the fact that these women seem to just detest the fake knights with every fiber of their being, these two women were telling me all about what they'd do if they cornered Sir. Is that the best you can do then? Bloody oaths and girlish fantasies? And you call yourself a Manderville man? I assure you, Mother, we are only just getting started. The tapestry of lies and deception behind which the truth hides is oft unrivaled with the tug of a single loose thread. I say, young lady, I would beg but a moment of your time. Somehow, I doubt that young lady was targeted by the charlatans we seek. Old people! Aye, 'tis true. I too was taken in by the false promises of those awful, awful men. Long have I yearned for a chance to meet Sir Velguin. So when they said I finally could, I didn't hesitate for even a moment. But when they escorted me to the manor and undid the blindfold, I looked on the hideous faces of those so-called Grand Sirs. I screamed and fled. They were gone when I returned with the watch, but their neighbors said they had overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Idleshire. I know it's not much, but I pray this information helps you in your search. My lady, I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall not rest until these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray. And there you have it. Our quarry can be found in Idleshire. Come, my loyal assistants. Justice waits for no gentleman. That's all well and good, but I've never heard of this Idleshire. Have you? I've been there. You mean we're to travel to the Dravanian Hitherlands? Right now? Just like that? We both nodded. Ugh. Bloody waste of time. I'm not going to read all of them. I just wanted to know what she was going to say. Truly, this magnificent settlement is a testament to the hard work and camaraderie of her uplander and gobby citizens. Yes, well, I'm just glad we're no longer being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and bomb-throwing goblins. You know, the other ones. But they were no match for Lady Julian and that pan of hers, am I right? I want to see her make the bad gobbies fly again. God's sakes, Hildy. Except cinnamon, this lot would be dead in a ditch somewhere if it weren't for me. Nonsense. I would never let any harm come to my loyal assistant or my beloved son. If I may interject. Now then, let us split up and question the good people of Idleshire. My keen inspector's senses, my keen inspector's sense tells me that one of them has the knowledge of the false knight we seek. Alright, I probably did that onomatopoeia wrong, but fuck it, I don't really care. Yes. Loud jocks knows of grand sirs. Sneaky uplanders keep to selves. Mingle not with gobby flock, but each to own. Loud jock says, no questions, only jingly shine. Okay. Whatever the fuck any of what you just said meant. Oh, I know all about the Grand Sirs. They keep to themselves in that building of theirs, south of the round spot. You'd best watch out, though. They're a dangerous bunch, liable to kill you for looking at them cockeyed. It is entirely possible that I've gone completely and utterly mad, but are you perchance the long-lost twin sister of an Ishgardian noblewoman? What? Look behind you. The three-headed Gobu. Why do I feel like I've not seen the last of that old woman? Oh, you must be talking about them Grand Sirs. They drifted into Idleshire some time ago, as I recall. Paid visits to the Grand Library, though I couldn't tell you why. If only we had the testimony of a concerned citizen which could conveniently direct us to the villain's precise location. The Grand Sirs are holed up in the building to the south of the markets? Good show, Cinnamon. There, that's the one. Come, let's inform the others. Twould seem that no one is home. There is naught we can do but wait, then. Papa Hildy, I just want to say that I really like this place. One second. Okay. I think that you and me and Mama Nasu could have lots of exciting adventures if we stay here. You may be right, Gigi. This community seems to have fostered an enlightened, free society, welcoming of honest souls willing to work and contribute to a greater whole. Did anyone happen to see a gazebo on the way in? As I live in Shka, Hildibrand, Maximilian Manderville. Could that be Slowfix Coin Toss? Do you know this Gobby Inspector? I most certainly do. My master Slowfix was my very first employer. When traveling through Thanalan long ago, Gobbyfluck was waylaid by uplander bandits. With no jingly shine to pay brass blades, we had no way to backtake goods. Until we make busy deal with gentleman uplander, that is. With fastness he finds uplander bandits and brings much bengy boom, and returns to goodly Gobby's missing goods in great justice. Henceforth, Slowfix gains new appreciation for uplanders. But for chance encounter with gentleman uplander, he never conceives of egalitarian utopia. Pshk. One may even claim Hildy a founding father of Idleshire, with metaphorical tongue flaps, that is. Ha ha ha! Oh, the memories. It was a near thing, for the bandits were clever enough to see through my ingenious disguise as an innocent milkmaid, but in my haste to escape, I tripped over a barrel of fire sand, and as they say, boom gobby doom. Poor. No busy deals for the wicked. No busy deals indeed. But leaving that delightful anecdote aside, ye gods, Master Sulfix, just looking at what you and your flock have made at these ruins is making me big eyes. I'm gonna stop saying that because I don't know how to say it properly and I don't want to do it, so I'm not. Gobby flock has come long way since wandering days, but we have not forgotten gentlemen's uplander's kindness. Sulfix is here to offer hand lending. Well, far be it for me to refuse. Ugh. My son GG has grown quite fond of your magnificent city, and so I should like to stay here with him and my assistant for a time. We would not require much in the way of accommodation. A humble gazebo, for example, would more than suffice. Why settle for a gazebo when perfectly good estate right behind you? Residents of building in Ares and Slowfix happy to evict them. But we were pursuing the fiends who lived here on suspicion of defrauding young women. Fraud. And Slowfix egalitarian utopia? This he will not abide. All the more reason to let Gentleman Uplander and his flock stay instead of Grandsires. No need for jingly shine either. Huzzah! A giant gazebo to call our own. I do not know what to say. Thank you, Master Slowflix. Thank you. No need for teary-eyed tongue flaps. Gobbyfuck is possessed of moral obligations to repay Gentleman Uplander for past generosity. Enjoy a new gazebo, and good luck with hunt for Grandsires. Papa Hildy, since this is our gazebo, is it okay if I draw our family crest on it? I can think of no better way to celebrate this joyous occasion, and perhaps draw the ire of our new home's former tenants. Come, let's go and purchase some paint together. The gazebo shall be your canvas. For this gazebo. Now he's gone and gotten himself a sodden gazebo? Bloody hells. If he really thinks I'm going to let him keep on playing at being a father. What a family. Ugh. That's great. Still no sign of the notorious Grandsires. I dare say we're going to need more paint. That was wonderful. There we go. Alright, oh god, dropping my phone. Hold on. Alright, 3 left. Excuse me. Much as it pains me to admit it, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I dare say I could do with a spot of tea. Hey, Inspector, is it just me, or have those two been looking at us for the past few minutes? Have any water left? A little bit. Oh, it's just quite normal behavior for my adoring fans, I should think. When finally presented with an opportunity to meet their idols in the flesh, all too many succumb to their fear and flee. Or maybe, just maybe, they're the Grand Bloody Sirs. Come on, they're getting away. I forgot I could fly in this area. Hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions. You have nowhere to run. Reveal yourselves at once. I shall not ask you again. Come forth, Grand Sirs. Name yourselves, and answer for your misdeeds. Why is everyone old? You look like a piece of bacon. You look like Mike Ehrmantraut from fucking Breaking Bad and fucking Better Call Saul. Slayer of 1,000 worms, the silver spear which hath pierced the very heavens, or land. Master of magics ancient and awesome, the divine hand which hath defeated all maladies save senescence and incontinence, Gonspart, or Gonspart. Grand Sirs, Excelsior. I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. Mayhap both. Grandsires. Ahem. Grandsirs. You stand accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishgard to attend private parties under false pretenses, thereby inflicting upon them terrible financial and emotional distress. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am come on behalf of these poor, defenseless innocents, and to see that no others are made to suffer as they did. Now, lay down your arms and surrender yourselves into my custody. Ha! The audacity of this boy. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds. Oh, okay. You will rule this day, and rule it hard. Why does Hildibrand have all the cool cutscenes? Gods, how I've missed this. The air streaming past, the blood pumping, the taste of copper on my lips, the slight dizziness. It was on a day like this that we met, wasn't it? And when we soared into the azure skies, we never truly came back down. Is Godbert gonna be up here? What is happening? Do my eyes deceive? Pig's knee of my heart, descended from Helone's halls to guide me to her bosom? My beloved, my everything, long have I waited for this moment. Take me in your arms once more and lift me higher. Higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher. I have been sent to tell. Did he die? Orlin? 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 Was that supposed to be a snake reference? That's crazy. Alas, poor Orland. I knew him not in the slightest, but he seemed a decent man. Chicanery and attempted murder notwithstanding. I'm not gonna read it again. So he flew up there and then just fucking hallucinated and then died. Okay. Sure. Wait, I've seen this before. All too recently. Yes. Anyway, he's only mostly dead. If the Master of Magic's Ancient and Awesome here acts with all haste, the man may yet be saved. Hold on, I also want to check my, Can I not? Okay. I guess I can't reply to tells when I'm in a cutscene. I thought he was just gonna walk away. That would have been really fucking funny. Oh, you were referring to me. I see, I see. With all haste, was it? Yes, yes, I'll get right on that. Oh, mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite... No, wait, that's no good. Let me see. Something of a rather less controversial tradition. Yes. Something with more pep. A vortex of biting winds to rend the flesh. And smite my foes. Foes? I thought you were friends. Why is he asleep? He's alive. Sir, Rainet, bugger me with the bleeding gay bulg. My back, my back. Grr. To seem I've underestimated you lot. That makes 2 of us? Enough. Leave them be. Or do you not care what becomes of the mammoth? Oh no. Gigi, but when? How? Not the old lady. I thought I recognized you. First in Ishgard, then in Hiddleshire. You've been following us since we left the capital. Bearer of faces fair and fearsome, the midnight shadow which hath deceived kings and queens. Doris. Or Doris. You can't possibly have been so naive as to think we'd not see through your ridiculous disguises. And yet here you are, so effortlessly and easily. Is he healing him? That's hilarious. That is so fucking funny. Easily lured into our trap, for which we are most grateful. Mind, my companions are hardly cut out for the life on the road. All has been in preparation for this moment. The parties, the petty schemes. From the first, the objective of this grand design has been the singular mammoth. I swear to you, if you harm Gigi in any way, we have a desire to hurt the boy. We but require his help to reclaim that which is rightfully ours, our youth. Confound it, I can't see. Damn, they're very slowly getting away. Papa Hildy! Gigi! Sierra's going through it. Stay strong, my son. I swear I shall find you. This is ridiculous. That's great. That's wonderful. Hi, Ziggy. Hold on, I gotta respond to them. In a cutscene. Okay, I will be right back. My food just got here. Alright, BRB! Actually, one second. Okay, BRB.
Here we go now. Batman scoop on the mic. Mixing the mix on the wheels of steel. This is what I was fucking born to do. Let's go.
Oh no, I got raided. No! I get raided and no one's here. Well, regardless, thank you, King. And hello, Saint. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh well, it's fine. What are you gonna do? Hold on, I gotta tell King thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, you're back.
I know, I just got back.
Were you getting food?
Yeah, I was getting food.
Oh man.
Well, I'm still streaming, so I just wanted to stop in and say thank you.
Yeah.
Also, hi Al.
I beckoned her here so that I could show her the funny rabbit.
No.
Funny little bunny rabbit. Yes, you're a bunny rabbit.
I will be back to look at it. I'll ponder it later.
Farewell.
Farewell, gamers.
Love you.
Love you too. Alright, cool. Alright, I just had to express my gratitude. Alright, cool. 12 strike me down for a fool. So desperate was I to seize the grand sirs that I failed to discern their true intent before it was too late. And now poor Gigi is in their clutches. What if I never see my beloved son again? I suppose we ought to be prepared for the worst. They could be halfway to Radz Han by now. Excuse me. I very much doubt that, given that they were moving at Adamantoise's pace. The little milksop's right. Let's get after the old buggers. Huh. That's what my mentor used to call me, among other things. All the memories. Where am I going? I knew I should have just ate on stream or something. You get raided once and then you're not fucking there. It feels terrible. It feels so bad, man. Ah well. There'll always be another time. So, it seems that the Grand Sirs have been caught once more by the very inspector that was trying to catch them. How ironic. Also, how premature. We have them, yes, but they still have Gigi. Damn it, if only some manner of opportunity would present itself. Just go up and, like, punch them in the face. Asking ye shall receive. We can ambush that wizened dragoon, take him hostage, and demand an exchange. Or wins? I'm not sure. Inquisitor Seer, you disappoint me. The gentleman cannot condone the violent kidnapping and ransom of his elders. No, no. We shall approach this problem as paragons of honor and virtue. Cinnamon will stalk and subdue the Grand Sir, then relieve him of his armor. How is stripping an old man naked more gentlemanly than taking him hostage? Rest assured I shall reveal all soon enough. Godspeed, Cinnamon. Wait. Oh, okay, so they can just see me. Okay, cool. Do I not have this whole area mapped out? Guess I don't. I got flying and then I was like, I'm not coming back here. Fuck it. Ah, I knew you'd... Wait, who are you again? Something awfully familiar about those muscular forearms, those strong yet tender-looking fingers. I'd say, would you be so kind as to massage my shoulders, young lady? There's this lingering ache, this tension, that Godsport can't seem to soothe with his magics. Remove my breastplate? Oh, of course. How silly of me. Try lend me a hand with the straps? Truly, young lady, you are a saint. Ah, I swear, it's the little things you begin to appreciate. My dear departed wife used to help me with my armor, you know. Right. I should be seated to better, receive your tender, ministrations. You don't like Grilla? I am literally massaging him. That's crazy. Ah, the healing tingle. With that I had a tincture of salamander with which to treat these aches. My little pixie used to spread some on my chest and under my nose to help me sleep throughout the night. Come, do not be shy. Work those soothing fingers into each and every knot. Slowly, make me forget my troubles. Harder. Higher. Close your eyes and dream. The old dragoon's soft snoring suddenly stops, and you begin to fear you might have borne witness to his final moments. Leaning closer, you extend a hesitant finger, only to stop short when a sudden spasm signals the resumption of his labored breathing. With the utmost care, you remove ordelins, sabatons, and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed to the elements, and at the mercy of the nearby ravenous bears and tentacled morbles. May he rest in peace! That's pretty good. One second. Good night, sweet prince. Man, whoever wrote the Hildibrand stuff needs a lot of things. A raise, some good head. Ah, my stalwart assistant. By your return, I gather you have taken care of the dragoon? And by taking care, I mean afford him all due courtesy as befitting a man of his years, whilst returning with the equipment I require? Ordland's armor, entrusted to you by its elderly owner that he may receive a vigorous massage. This suit of armor is surprisingly light and reeks of garlic. The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Capital. Then without further ado, I shall disguise myself as Orland and free Gigi from captivity. But you two look nothing alike. They may be old and slow, but they're not blind. O ye of little faith, you are in for a treat. You shall have a front row seat to this magnificent display of Manderville guile and subterfuge. I love the recurring joke of just people falling asleep in these quests. Hey, is it time for dinner yet? We just ate, you daft bugger. And where the hell's is Orland? I know he's got to take a piss every hour, but damn it, you could at least be quick about it. Excuse me. Should I turn off the chat blocker when I'm in a cutscene? Because, like, Obviously, I might just do that for now. Greetings, fellow. What the fuck does that say? Antediluvans? Antediluvans? What does that word mean? I must know. I have returned. Oh, Hildibrand. Oh, bollocks. It's about time. The little noise really sold it. Okay, no, that's bollocks. Pack up your things. I want us back on the road in 10 minutes. Before we do that, we must first release young Gigi here. It is behavior unbecoming a gentleman to keep children in cages. What in the seven hells are you blathering about? He's going to get away. No, he will not. See? Still here, within my care. Right then. On a completely unrelated note, I shall now take the boy with me on a brief sojourn into the wilderness. Fury, take me! It's working! He's out to walk out there with Gigi, and they won't even try to stop him. So far, so good. I'm cold, and there are morbles after me. Was Hildibrand inspired by, like, Gmod videos or something? Because it really seems like it. I'm me, but you're also me. That can't be. Unless... This is it. This is the moment when my life flashes before my eyes. Oh, my dearest Pigsney, we'll be together at last. Imposter! How dare you attempt to trick me with the ruse so hackneyed? It would make a minstrel blush. Ye gods! I never realized dying would hurt so much. Now's our chance, Gigi. Come with me. Vivi, wait! My son, what's gotten into you? Oh, it is Vivi. 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 Where have I heard that name before? Remember who you are, Vivi. What you are. A creation of the great Charlayan Archmage Quan. Or Archmagus. Quan. Quan. I was given life by Grandpapa Quan. I remember now. We lived together, and he taught me many things about the outside world. I should probably... Yeah. Not Grandpapa Quan! What exactly do you remember, my son? Everything. Yes, everything. I remember that Grandpapa Quan created me, that he took care of me, raised me, and that we were very happy. But then he abandoned me. Grandpapa Quan abandoned me. He believed you were flawed, Vivi, that you lacked the power to turn back the hands of time and make him young again. And so, in his ignorance, he cast you out and died, all alone. To turn back the hands of time? Then what we witnessed in the Crozier, with the Duke's priceless vase, that power could be brought to bear on people? But wait, how do you know all this? You couldn't have possibly been associates of the Archmagus Quan. We found his journals during one of our many trips into the Great Library. Scavenging for valuable relics is one of the few ways we have left to make a living. We were famed heroes of the war in our prime, with fortunes to match, but no soldier has the strength to triumph over time, and before we knew it, the hours of the shelf was upon us. Ishgard no longer has need of our services. So we came here to eke out our living, to keep doing what we do best, until our bodies wouldn't let us. Imagine our surprise when we stumbled upon the opportunity of a lifetime. A second lifetime, as it were. A mammoth with the power to take that which was broken and restore it to its prime state. To turn back time with its temporal magics and give us back our misspent youth. Fury, take me. This is also... I don't even know if there's a precedent to determine whether or not this constitutes heresy. We knew where to look even. With the journals, we determined that the mammoth was somewhere in the western highlands. A chance, for a second chance, was within reach. And then we were forced to watch as you imbeciles pulled Vivi from the snow, nearly ruining everything. Vivi, listen to me. Come with us and we can help you to unlock your true potential. Just think what you could accomplish were you to master your magics. Not only could you make us young again, but you may even have the power to restore life to Archmagus Quan. Vivi. VVVV. Or VVV. Impossible. No magic can truly return the dead to us. At best you can animate a corpse, and I need not review the precipice to declare what the products of necromancy are abominations in the eyes of the Fury. No, Gigi! Gigi, wait. What of our adventures? What of our gazebo? You are a Manderville mammoth. You have always been so kind to me, Papa Hildy, and I will forever be grateful for that. But Grandpapa Quan made me. He made me, and I miss him. Even if it fails, I have to try. What are you doing? They're getting away. We have to stop them. Mayhap, we must respect Gigi's decision. That's the end of that chapter, eh? You're giving up and coming back home? I too made a decision long ago to become a traveling inspector, and I've ever stood by it. Mayhap it is from this singular stubbornness of mine that Gigi took inspiration. Nay, I cannot abide it. He is my flesh and blood, my son. I dare not let him use his temporal matters to pervert the natural order. It falls to me, his father, to ensure that Gigi keeps to his righteous path and only utilizes his traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. Inquisitor Seer, I must applaud your dedication to your work, and cannot thank you enough for all you have done on our behalf. Yet I fear if we continue as we are, Gigi may be driven to rash action. Therefore, I would ask that you suspend your pursuit of the Grand Sirs for a time, that I might be afforded the opportunity to convince my son to return peacefully. Well, seeing as how we can only guess at the full extent of Gigi's powers, it might prove dangerous to act aggressively should he choose to use them. I knew you would understand. Right then, there's no time to waste. Nasu, let us retire to our new gazebo and discuss our plans. Is he gonna be in that armor for the rest of this fucking story, the questline? I suppose it would have been a shame if he had given up that easily, but that means I'll have to stick around even longer. On the other hand, if that bloody mammoth's really got the power to make them young again, then... I said I'd suspend my pursuit, and I will. But it doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that mammoth and its powers. And Ishgard. Back to Idleshire we go! Oh no, back to Foundation. Okay. Ah, I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretic tomes, including many of Charlayan origin, and I had a mind to scour them for information on temporal magics. Oh wait, I just realized I didn't put the chat blocker back up. My bad! This is, of course, all for the sake of confirming the mammoth's heretical origins. Yes, only that. Why are you looking at me like that? As if to imply that my interest in the matters is more than a professional one? I'm sure I don't know what you're not talking about. Thank you, Cinnamon. That will be all. That's funny. I'm not reading that. That wasn't dialogue I was meant to read. Okay, my phone is right there. And which one are we on right now? The Proud and the Pointy-Eyed. Okay, let's see. Oh, two left. Okay, so this one and then the last one. Okay. We need to speak, Cinnamon. I've been scouring the archives for information regarding temporal magic since last we spoke, and the results have been rather troubling, to say the least. As you may or may not be aware, ancient Alleg is portrayed in Cheridion I don't know how to say that. I'm not even gonna bother trying to correct myself. As a cautionary tale, a great empire brought low by its vanity and hubris. However, there are certain apocryphal texts in which the Allegans are cast in a more sympathetic light, if not outright exalted. 'Twas in these texts that I found references to temporal magics once wielded by Allegan mages. Said magics could be used to halt or even reverse the temporal state of a given object. If these accounts are to be believed, and if Gigi's abilities in these magics are one and the same, then it may well be possible for him to turn back the hands of time for the Grand Sirs, much as he restored the Duke's priceless vase. That being said, there is no telling how this will work, with regards to a living being. Consider, if you will, that the vase was filled with water when shattered. Even if the vessel were restored, what would become of its former contents? Would it be filled with water as before? The very same. Every drop returned, or would it be different water? Or would the water, once spilt, be forever lost? I speak of the soul, my friend, for even if one could use these magics to restore the dead to life, would they be as they were before, with all the same thoughts and memories and feelings? The Grand Sirs are convinced that they can regain their lost youth, and mayhap they can, but the dead who have entered in Halone's halls cannot return. They cannot. Yet Gigi is nevertheless resolved to try and resurrect Archmagus Quan. Speaking of which, according to some Chilean texts in the archives, Archmagus Quan was an accomplished scholar known for his study of ancient Allegan magics. Further evidence that Gigi's abilities are likely derived from ancient traditions, I suppose. But more importantly, I learned the location of the Archmagus' former residence. Maybe we can find something of interest there. Something which could help us to persuade Gigi to change his course. I had in mind to summon Inspector Hildibrand and make the journey there together. Would you be willing to join us? I don't got anything better to do, so why not? Excellent. Then let us be about our business. I saw you! Heretic! I beg your pardon? Are you accusing me of being a heretic? Yes. Yeah, you, Inquisitor Seer. I saw you sneak into the archive and seek out the forbidden tomes. Saw the mad light in your eyes as you partook of their forbidden knowledge. Oh, for the love of... I did all of that for my investigation. Aha! You admit your crimes. That you did secretly, without permission, in blatant contravention of our rules, read for forbidden tomes. And by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine... You stupid, ignorant... Are you also desperate to keep your goddamn jobs that you'll go around accusing all of the world and his wife of heresy? Is that what we've been reduced to? I'm sick and tired of looking for heretics in every bloody shadow, of trying to guess the secret sins in everyone I meet. It's stupid and pointless, and we're better than that, damn it. We're better than that. So true, bestie. If you will not surrender yourself, then I have no choice but to inform my superiors. And by the time you come back, we will be gone. Well, that all came tumbling out, didn't it? I suppose there's no point in trying to convince myself that I have no personal investment in this matter, or that I still have a professional one. Somewhere along the way, I stopped looking for the guilty and started looking for the truth, perhaps, and a way to help those in need. But there's no place for people like that in the Inquisition, is there? And it's only a matter of time before that stuttering fool comes back with an armed guard. Let's depart for Edoshire at once. We need to find the inspector. But actually, isn't there a setting that keeps the sound playing if I have... I have it tabbed out? I might be wrong. Yes! So if I... Okay, that's cool. Okay. So, that makes it a lot better. If I have to, take the chat blocker off for cutscenes. I can just do that now and it won't make the sound go away. Edoshire! I'll just put it. Oh, Cinnamon, my beloved. I love you. It would seem we arrived too late. Inspector Hildibrand has already gone off on his own to confront the Grand Sirs. They came back briefly to trade jingly shine for supplies and whatnot, you see, and the Gabi's Eric caught them trading tongue flaps about killing dragons in the Forelands. When the inspector learned about it later, he said he had to get after them right away and take Gigi. He said he had a duty, not as an inspector, but as a father. Over that, he's got no obligations to a bloody mammoth, especially one that chose to leave of its own free will, as I recall. I swear, I turn my back on that boy for one bleeding second and he loses his goddamned mind. I'm afraid he might try to do something reckless. Do you think we should try to find him and offer hand-lending? I am rather more concerned about what will happen if the Grand Sirs attack, or worse, kill any of the Hrace Velger's brood. But first things first, I suppose. Cinnamon, would you be so kind as to assist Mistress Nasu and Julian in their search for their inspector? I will pay a visit to Archmagus Quan's abandoned abode in the meantime. Oh, and before you think to refuse, know that you need not fear for my safety. Let's just say that our singular experiences together have inured me to the harsh realities of, well, reality. Huh. Could it be the scrawny little shites finally found his spine? Let's start by heading to Tailfeather. I reckon the inspectors probably went there first to ask after the Grand Seers. So if we do the same, we're sure to catch up with him eventually. I'm never really sad at the end of these if I don't get an emote. So what fucking quest is this? I'm not gonna do it, but I just want to see what it gives me, because blue ones usually unlock something, I think, right? I'm not reading this. Oh. Oh no, I have the Heavensward sightseeing log. That's pretty funny. I guess well, I'm not gonna say I guess. I know I didn't have it, but I had no idea that was how you unlocked it. That's pretty funny. Right then, I say we split up and make inquiries separately. If you learn anything about the Inspector or the Grand Seers or Gigi, come and tell me. Are for landing in your cabbages. The Ish Guardians with the mammoth? They were here, proclaiming to all and sundry that they were going to slay the greatest dragon of them all. The gods only know if their naive fools were serious. I'm just gonna run. I gotta bother getting back in my mount. Oh, those daft sods. They were for Annex Trine. Not quite sure what their intentions were, but they were awfully confident. That much I recall. Three Dragon Slayers and a Mammoth, eh? I'd call you a mummer if I hadn't seen one. If I hadn't seen them come through earlier, boasting about how they were off to kill the biggest one yet. Oh, move my desk. Didn't mean to do that. Oop, 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 oop. Oh, I see. So the Grand Sirs were headed for Annex Shrine. My dear boy wasn't far behind them either. What are we waiting for? Let's go, let's go! Like, I'm almost positive there's an Annex Shrine, Aetheryte, and there is. Again? The poor unfortunate soul who bears a striking resemblance to Orlin is quite firmly embedded in the earth. Would you look at that? The inspector sure gave him what for. It may be, but where'd the other two get to? Not to mention the mammoth. Why don't we pull him out and ask? Though, having said that, it looks easier said than done. Oh, how silly of me. I'm sure you've got more than enough strength to yank him free. Right, Cinnamon? Yeah. Yeah. I'm strong. Let me do it again, just so you can. Let me. One more time. Bam. Bam. Ba-bam. Yeah. Oh, damn, we're at the end. Okay. So, this is going to complete this quest. And then we'll be at the last one. Oh, it's Hildibrand. Well, I'll be. He's wearing some sort of magic mask that makes him look just like the inspector. Just like the man of the 1,000 faces back in Old Ah. No, that's Hildibrand, alright. There's no fool in a mother's eyes. I say, what trouble has my beloved son gotten himself into this time? Hi, Godbert. Well, hello there, Lord Godbert and Inspector Seer. How'd you two end up traveling together? Blind fortune, you might say. I was too far from Tailfeather when night began to fall, but fortunately Lord Godbert chanced to find me wandering in the wilderness. Lord Enema told me all about this recent trouble with the Grandsires, as well as Hildy's investigation, and a father cannot help but take an interest in his son's affairs, can he? As for me, I was eager to share with you my latest findings, namely Archmagus Quan's research notes. I haven't slept like that since I was buried in the Lich Yard? Well, I must confess no small measure of embarrassment to be found in such a state, having been so unceremoniously disposed of by the Grandsires. But ignominy notwithstanding, I am most grateful for your succor, and pleasantly surprised to be reunited with you all. He didn't have the marks on his face when he was pulled out, right? Or am I crazy? I don't know. This wouldn't have happened, or this, yeah, wouldn't have happened had you waited for us instead of. Wait, why in the hell are you still wearing that rubbish? An impenetrable disguise is essential when consorting with the criminal elements. Alas, it would seem the Grandsires have grown more perceptive in their newfound youth. Wait, do you mean they've already regained their youth? What about Gigi? Did you see him? Was he behaving strangely? Now that you mention it, his warm, soulful eyes were rather more pointy than I remember. Oh, the fury, not pointy. According to Archmagus Quan's notes, that's a sign Gigi's used too much magic. If he carries on like this, his ether will be expended, and he'll end up not more than an empty husk. This is terrible news. We must catch up to the Grandsires at once. You know where they're headed? Or where they were headed? All I heard was that they were keen to slay dragons. They were bound for the Churning Mists, a place called Zenith, to kill a great worm named Nidhogg. Yeah, we already did that. Really? That all happened? Huh. I meant the other one. Frace Velger. Frace Velger? Fury, take me. What could they possibly hope to achieve? Oh, okay, so I don't get an emote from this, I just get the GG minion. Also known as Vivi, but his secret is safe with you. Let me just make sure this is the last one. Yep. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, do here... oh, excuse me. Let me drink some water. Hold on. Ugh. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry... Oh, I already read that. Putting a stop to the Grandsires' machinations. You know, there's really no need for all that. We came because we wanted to help. I ask you, faithful assistant, maker of explosives extraordinaire, do hereby present you this fresh change of clothing. Capital. I knew I could count on you, Nasu. I shall change en route. Come, my friends, to Zenith, and to Gigi. Oh yeah, I forgot it's in Malcolm. Or the Turning Mist. I for gore. Oh, you look cool. You look cool as shit. I should really get that top. But I don't want to do content. Excuse me. Make ready, my friends. The final battle with the Grand Sirs is at hand. Perg, 'twould seem my wounds were more serious than I thought. I fear I am in no condition to confront our foes. There is but one thing that could restore me to my former indomitable self. Don't you worry. I got some salamander oil right here. Shall Mummy give her baby boy a massage? Oh, my dearest Mummy. Mother dearest, I would not impose upon you. Not when my ever-loyal associate, Cinnamon, stands ready to minister to my muscles. Don't tell me you're embarrassed. Let Mummy take care of little Hildy's hurts. My dear wife, I know you mean well, but let Cinnamon handle it. Theirs is a bond which transcends time and space and personal boundaries. For real, for real. If that's the way of it, I'm counting on you, Cinnamon. Hand me that salamander oil. I will do what must be done. Let us brook no further delay. Come, my friend, coat my body in oil, as you have done many a time before. Like I said, I kind of skipped around the Realm Reborn quest, so I don't. Did I do that before? Is that a thing you do in the Realm Reborn? Why do you hesitate? Have we not done this time and time again? Oil me up, woman. Salamander oil. It rubs the oil on the skin. It does this whenever it is told. Ooh, how it soothes my aches and pains. Quickly now. Knead it into my flesh. Knead it as you have never kneaded before. Ah, Gah! Such furious kneading. I applaud your enthusiasm, but mayhap I urge you to excessive force. Ha, ha. Nay, you were in the right. Already the gentle warmth begins to spread throughout my body. The fires of righteousness burn anew in my breast. Hold, my son. Though your passion is renewed, you may yet be spurred to greater feats of Manderville's strength. Or Mandervillian strength. Derived from the purest essence of salamanders, the ancient legacy of House Manderville, Salamanderville. To you, my beloved son, now become a proud father, I bequeath this most sacred of oils. Salamanderville? Could it be that the legends were true? Your muscles shall shine with the brilliance of 1,000 suns. No mortal man will have the power to do you harm. Verily it is so, for by its grace did I once weather the slings and arrows of a bandit horde and bring my hammer of justice to bear upon their wicked heads. The time has come, Cinnamon. Take this oil and help Hildy become the Manderville man he was meant to be. I am ready for my final oiling, Cinnamon. Salamanderville, or Salamanderville. The best of the best for a Manderville man. To rise to the top as the cream only can. So for the lack of a logical plan, massage the Manderville man. Oh, the Salamanderville. How it flows into every nook and cranny. Quickly now, lay your hands upon me. Massage me with all of your might. Or all your might. Erg, yes, yes, that's the spirit. I can feel it building and rising. Rising! I am lathering this man in oil. Berg! Such passion, such fervor. I am the inferno unbound, the tempest unleashed, but I have not yet begun to pose. Massage Hildibrand once more, with feeling. Bum. Rarg! I am Manderville man! Haha, the Salamanderville is my word. I have never felt so alive. Such vibrant colors, such intense sounds, such fragrant smells, I don't know if I said that. Mother, father, cinnamon, 'twas your oils and your strong yet tender fingers which opened my eyes to the glory of creation. I am a gentleman inspector reborn. Onward to zenith, no matter the laws of nature that pervert or the limits that break, the grandsters can do not to stop me. Yo, that was kind of raw. Yo? Are they young again? Yo, they're young again! Yo! No, GG! Grand sirs, I have come for my son. Oh, must we do this now? We have a dragon to slay. Actually, hold on. I gotta... Is that the one I was looking for? No. No. There we go. I must get angry for this. There is no need for any of this. The war is over. But not for long. The worm's death will give rise to a new era of fire and blood. And we, having consumed his eyes, will use our new powers to win untold glory on the battlefield. Our legends will echo in eternity. You would doom countless innocents for glory? No, I won't allow it. Over my dead body. Far be it from us to deny you then. This is the end for you. The ultimate end. Yo? Can Godbert suplex this tornado? That'd be kind of baller. What is happening? Not glare. That's Orland's wife, right? Damn, Hildibrand's getting fucking nay-nayed on. Damn. Have faith, my love. He is our son. Hildibrand really is that bitch. He's dumb as shit, but he is that bitch. Gigi, my beautiful boy. Pray do not look on me with such pointy eyes. Let Papa Hildy take you home to our gazebo. Stop calling me that. My name is Vivi. Vivi. I remember everything. My powers, my purpose, my grandpapa Quan. I made them young again, but it is not enough. I need more. More. I need the worm's eyes, and then I can finally bring him back. I'm sorry, Gigi, but no, you cannot. Grandpapa Quan is gone. He's right, Gigi. Maybe you could restore his corporeal form and breathe life into it, but his soul, what made him your grandpapa, is forever beyond your reach. That's not true. I can restore anything to its ideal form, to the way it should be, even Grandpapa Quan, even you, Papa Hildy. Please, Gigi, you have to stop. If you keep using your powers, you'll die. I don't understand. Your clothes are still dirty and tartared. Tattered? He's always like this, Vivi. As this should be, Gigi, for my every waking moment is as the gods intended. Every day I live life to the fullest. Every day I enjoy grand adventure. I found your grandpapa's research notes. What he gave you wasn't the power to make things the way they were. He gave you the power to change the world, to make things the way you yourself believe they should be. That's why your matters have no effect on the Inspector, because you know in your heart that this battered and bruised form of his is, in its own way, right. My thoughts exactly, Inquisitor Seer. And it is for this self-same reason that you were unable to make Grandmaster Quan younger. In your heart, you knew that there was naught that needed to be changed. Your beloved grandpa was exactly as he should be. Your every day was to be treasured and worthy of celebration. Then, what about the Grand Seers? Why was I able to make them young again? All you truly knew of them were the stories they told. Wondrous tales of daring do by heroes in the prime of their adventure. Or prime of their lives. I don't know where I got adventure from. It's no wonder you were able to envision them as such. That's all they ever talk about, when they were young and free and full of fire. At first, Archmagus Quan didn't understand the true nature of your abilities. He struggled to deduce why you could not make him younger as he originally intended. Eventually, he realized that your fond memories of him were preventing you from conceiving of him as anything but an elderly creator, and that the only way to achieve his goal would be to take them from you. But you were all he had left in the world. No longer a mere mammoth, but a friend. Family. His only family. His grandson. He couldn't bear to lose you, so he renounced his quest for immortality. But I still lost my memories in the end. He was afraid of leaving you all alone in the world, afraid that others would attempt to take advantage of you and your magics. So before he died, he decided to take your memories from you after all, to protect you. But despite his best efforts, something remained. Something stronger and more powerful, and more resilient than anything Archmagus Quan ever dared dreamed. You were never broken, Gigi. You were never abandoned. All he wanted was to set you free. Free? Free to do what? Whatever you want, dude. Whatever you like, Gigi. Don't you see? That was his final gift to you. A new life. A new story all your own. This has been very, very touching, but we're not getting any younger. Well, you aren't, at any rate. We have suffered your meddling long enough. I had intended to use this trap to kill the worm, but since you were so perfectly positioned... Can I shoot them? Can I do that? Can I, if there's a fight here, can I just do this unsynced and then murder them in like one shot? No, not Frace Velger's home. Is he gonna transform? Yeah. I am Vivi, grandson of Archmagus Quan, and Gigi, son of Hildibrand, Maximilian Manderville, and this is my... did it say story or glory? I didn't get the last word. I want you to be fast readers on those things. Did he explode, or did he just fix things? No property damage for us. But I'm assuming Vivi is gone, or Gigi, whatever you want to call them. Oh no, right there. Is he dead though? They're old again. Well, at least they got to do a cool thing before going back to being old. What happened to your armor? No. Why is she still fucking, like, about to murder somebody? It's like it never happened. With the last of his strength, he turned back the hands of time. Not just for the pillars, but for us all. He made us all as we once were. As we were meant to be. After all that gallivanting about, I get bugger all? What about my misspent youth? I was not meant to be this bloody old. Such a fine day. Never have I squatted with such perfect form. I may well have reached my physical peak. Hold on. Okay, I just wanted to record that. Like, I might use that for like a be right back starting soon screen for when I'm doing Hildibrand stuff or something. I don't know. It might be fun. Excuse me. He's still going. Huh, what rot. At your age, you daft sod. You look foolish. You should be grateful. Gigi saw what you had become and gave you a second chance. This was our second chance to relive our glory days. It was all rather silly though, wasn't it? Maybe Quan had the right of it. Maybe it's not so bad growing old. I was a coward when I was younger. But now that I'm old, I'm not afraid to say things like, I love you, Doris. You're a blind, bloody fool, Gonspart. She's still angry. I say, am I dead again? Quite alive, Inspector, along with everyone else, thanks to Gigi. The Grand Sirs are also in our custody. Ha ha ha, that's my boy. Where's the little tyke anyway? Gigi embarked on a brand new adventure. He's no longer with us. I see. that's what he wanted, then I could not be happier for him. I'm sure Archmagus Quan would feel the same way. What do we do now, Inspector? Is it not obvious, Nasu? The wide, wide world beckons to us, with the promise of mystery and wonder. We shall resume our never-ending quest for cases perplexing and profound, and perhaps one day we shall meet young Gigi again. Yeah. I hate to admit it, but this whole mess got me thinking that maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I really did have a grandson. You did right by Gigi, Hildy. Your father and I can see that. We're proud of the man you've become. And I am proud of you too, Mother. For finally coming to terms with the ephemeral nature of physical beauty and allowing yourself to age gracefully. He's gonna get smacked with the fucking frying pan. Gracefully, was it? I fear we may have had a failure to communicate. Oh, she flew after him. Yeah, she should play fucking tennis. There he goes again. Wait for me, Inspector. Wait. Hark! What is this curious light I spy in the far eastern skies? In this oh-so-familiar scent which fills my nostrils? Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends, for whenever the wronged want for succor, I, Hildibrand, shall be there. Till we meet again. Goodbye, Hildibrand. Till next time, where we meet again in Stormblood. I say, you do know that so long as the core remains intact, little Gigi is not actually dead. That's right, so dry your tears, boy. There's no need for all this moping about. He has fallen into a dormant state because he used all of his ether. His core will gradually recharge as it draws upon the ambient ether, and in time he will awaken from his stupor. I shall tend to the child for now. So he's not dead. Let's go. As for these three, I shall be glad to take them back to Ishgard in your stead. A most generous offer, my lord, but hardly necessary. After all, 'tis my duty to bring them to justice. Wait, yeah. Oh yes, it was my duty. After everything that said to that young Inquisitor, I can't go back to Ishgard. They'll toss me in the goal. And throw away the key if they don't kill me outright. So go to Idleshire and live in Hildy's gazebo. Someone ought to look after it while he's away, no? That doesn't sound all that bad, actually. Full glad I am to accept your offer. I suppose there's nothing for it but to wait until he's come back down. 'Twas a most graceful strike, my love. You haven't lost your touch. Yeah. I suppose there's nothing for it but to leave the Grand Seers to Lord Godbert, and for me to see the Inspector Hildibrand's gazebo. I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. If you find yourself in Adelshire, come and see me. There are a few arrangements that I need to make, but I can't imagine that it will take that long for me to settle in. Thank you, my friend. Until we meet again. Adelshire we go! So it took me roughly, I mean, I think I took like 15 minutes to eat. So, like, 3 hours and about 20 minutes. Something like that. Finish the Heavensward ones. That's with reading everything. I'm sure if you skip the cutscenes, it wouldn't be as long. Looking back on the course I've run, it's hard not to think of the man I was and feel ashamed. Before I took on the case, I had only left the capital a handful of times. The rubbish I believed. The facts I considered unassailable. Fury take me. What a fool I was. If I hadn't met you and the Inspector, and Gigi, I would have never realized how much I had come to hate my job, nor would I have discovered how much more satisfying it is to seek out the truth. The whole truth. One might say that getting labeled a heretic and having to flee Ishgard is the best thing that could have happened to me. After all, now I am free to start a new life here in Adelshire as a consulting inspector. Oh wait, sorry. But enough of that. There is someone I would like you to meet. Lord Godbert made some modifications, as you can see. His smaller size should allow him to absorb Aether more effectively over time. He thought that if he were to travel with you and share in your grand adventures, that maybe would hasten his reawakening. There's an in-storyline fucking justification for a minion. I mean, I think there's a few of those that happen, but that's really funny. Thank you, my friend. I do hope our paths cross again someday. May the Fury bless you and keep you. Thanks, Seer. You are actually really cool. Sometimes you need a straight man. To all the bullshit. Then if you hang around the bullshit long enough, then you become bullshit too. I cannot read that. Am I supposed to be able to read that? This is cute, though. Hildibrand will return? Yeah. Cool. Is to read it again, also known as Vivi, but his secret is Vivi, but his secret is safe with you. The secret to the lost art of temporal magics is believed to be buried deep within this ancient automation created by the legendary Charlatan Archmagus, Quan. Vitality levels are dangerously low due to the power drainage necessary to save the lives of its companions. Does petting him do anything? Ah, he adjusts his hat. Thanks, Gigi. Alright, yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I thought if I finished this sooner, I probably would have done some roulettes, but I got a salad I want to finish, and, yeah. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks again to King for the raid, even though I wasn't here for it. Thank you, Saint, for stopping by, if you're still lurking. Yeah. That was the Hildibrand, that was the Heavensward Hildibrand quests. I'll probably be back, maybe, what's today, Thursday? Maybe Saturday to do, the Stormblood ones, maybe. And then if I do it early enough, I'll probably also do the Shadowbringers one because there's not that many, I don't believe. But yeah, if you stopped by, I appreciate it. And until next time. Actually, one second. Let me just. Oh, was I not clicked into the game the whole time? Oops. Yeah. See y'all. Have a good rest of your day. Or night. It's nighttime. It's like almost 11 o'clock. It's nighttime. But it's daytime somewhere in the world. Anyway, goodbye.